You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my sleep therapist, my alarm clock, and most importantly, my first and second hour teachers. All my life, I've wanted to be the best at whatever I did, whether it be sports, academics, or even just, my good looks. I poured my heart into it. Unfortunately, I was in for a rude awakening my freshman year, when I was tragically cut from the baseball team. That same year, I was told that I, in fact, was not the smartest or best looking person at TBHS. To this, I was distraught. For the next couple months, I was feeling down, feeling bad, thinking that I'd never truly achieved greatness. But all that changed when I found out about the official TBHS Most Sound Sleeper Award. I knew I had what it took. Over the next 3 years, I trained for competitive sleeping day and night. During the day, I would spend countless hours studying the science of sleep, looking for a competitive edge, and at night, before bed, I would diligently meditate and even go as far as to count sheep before going to slumber. To my surprise, my time started to improve. 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. But just like anything else, this journey didn't come without its bumps in the road. The biggest being my attendance in school. At first, it wasn't too big of an issue in my earlier rookie days, but once I started moving up in the competitive sleeping game, my practice time started to overlap with my school time. This led to my attendance taking a hit and my grades plummeting. To combat this, I persevered, and I actually learned to start doing my schoolwork in my sleep. Those midnight deadlines became a bit of a dice roll sometimes. Now, for those of you who don't know, a big part of being TBHS's most sound sleeper is not just the duration of your sleep, but also the depth of your sleep. Fortunately for me, I was blessed by my mother and father with great deep sleeping genes. From a young age, I could sleep through most storms and even tornado sirens, which is kind of scary. But this alone wasn't good enough. Every night, I would train myself to sleep through different distractions. It started with my phone's alarm. I would set it for ungodly hours of the night, like 3 a.m. When I could make it through that, I moved on to the classic buzzer alarm. You know, the one that goes, eh, eh, eh. When I cleared that milestone, I set my sights on the coveted the coveted neighbor awaker. You can see what it is when this comes up. Golly. Anyways, to achieve this, I knew I had to do what all great athletes do. Drugs. To make the final push, I resorted to taking melatonin gummies. And while they may be frowned upon in the sport, they gave me the extra strength I needed to overcome the neighbor awaker, aka the analog.
They probably still won't work because that was a fingerprint.
I really should. I forgot my prompt, sorry. I overcome the neighbor awaker. Okay, never mind. But I couldn't have done it without the help of my parents for their unwavering financial support for the sleep therapist, my brother for keeping track of my time every night as I slept, and my sleep therapist for giving me coaching tips as well as prescription strength melatonin gummies. And most importantly, my first and second hour teachers for putting up with my repeated absences. So for that, I say thank you.